Welcome to the once-in-a-lifetime summer travel season. This is continuing on the Oregon coastline heading north. We're trucking up the Pacific Coast Highway. All this video was shot in the month of June. This series will continue all fall and winter this year. This video here, we're going through Newport, Oregon, all the way up to Tillamook. So sit back, get ready, and enjoy the ride. And the journey starts now. Rainy skies rolling in off the Pacific Ocean. We're gonna cross this big bridge. Had a nice night's stay back in Waldport at KOA. Big harbor here. We'll run down to it. Hopefully we can get a little bit of video in between raindrops. But isn't this neat? If you want to beat the summer heat, this is the place to come to. Made it across, yay. Make a right here. There's a lighthouse here we'll check out. Then cut down into part of the old town, Newport. I was laughing a little while ago at myself. Last time I drove through here, guess what? It was pouring rain. At least it's not pouring this time. What an iconic old bridge. It's seen its day, huh? Okay, if I remember, make a left. Yep. It's like a park back in here, right on the ocean. Nothing like being on the ocean, no. Salty air. Lots of wind. Here it is. I remember this now. They got a big jetty that goes out there, protect the harbor. Alright, get parked. Oh, I see the lighthouse. Cool. Let's check her out. Zoom in on it. Got a watchtower there. It's all boarded up. But this thing has been here a long time. I believe back in the 1800s, a lot of these lighthouses were built. I see some storyboards over here under this little shelter. What's the dates? Active 1874 to 1877. Just like yesterday. Looks like you can get inside of it at certain times. Not today though. Need for safety measures. Yeah, they're always signage and everything about tsunamis. I mean, the ocean is extremely powerful. Wow. Imagine being in a boat shooting out of a wave like that. Wow. Coast Guard does it. Saving lives. That's how they did it back in the old days. What a picture. How'd you like to be on the other boat taking a picture? Hanging on for life. And all about the lights. They all use the same lens. We've seen a lot of them. There's a picture built in 1871. 32 acres. Was purchased here for $500 in gold. Imagine all the lighthouse keepers lived here and their families. Right here in this beautiful town of Newport, Oregon. And the different lighthouses. We've seen a few this trip. That Hesita head was cool, hiking up there. Oh, I didn't realize this is actually a state park. Alright. Got a little patch of blue sky here. Let's go get a shot of the bridge before we leave. And all the sea life, all the critters that get to run around here in the ocean. That's amazing that they can digest those mussels like that. There's our bridge. Oh, boatload of fishermen heading out. They're gonna go out and do some deep sea fishing. They're all ready. Look at all the poles. They're gonna go out and catch dinner. That'd be alright. I don't know, I'm not that big of a fisherman, but be kind of cool. Once you get out in the ocean, though, the water ain't calm like this. You'll be bouncing up and down all day. Few raindrops starting to hit me. I want to drop down through the Old Town District before the rains start up again. Another storyboard about tsunamis. What to do? Run for the hills. Fast. Yeah, a lot of them low-lying areas, you'd be a sitting duck. Oh, I didn't even notice this one. The history. The old lighthouse, 1871. Is the earliest aid to navigation standing in the range of the first recorded landfall made by a ship. Imagine to be alive back in those days. My goodness. And there's our ocean. That's quite a ways out. I'm not gonna walk down there now. We'll find a better spot. But it's supposed to rain on and off all day, according to the forecast on my phone. Alright, well, let's head down to the old district. Sorry, I had to get my camera set. Okay, here we go. We're gonna go up to Tillamook. There's a big air museum. It's about 60 miles, plus or minus a couple miles up there. I figured on a rainy day that would be one really cool place to stop. It's massive. So we'll check that out. Then we're keep trucking north. We're gonna do a few miles, heading up towards Astoria. Okay, if I remember right, we gotta go back under the bridge. Plus, I'm cheating. Here's a little shot of the bridge while I let that car by. I got the phone, the map's on the phone. Always. I'd be lost without it. Usually get lost with it. Okay, I think I go down here. Yep. Newport's a neat place. One of these days I'll see it in the sunshine, I'm sure. Wow, what's that? Oh, Coast Guard. That is huge. Looks like they're all reporting for duty. Parking's a premium, I'm sure, down here. It's early enough. That's why I got up super early this morning. Hopefully there ain't a bunch of cars. We can see the buildings as we're driving through. Okay, here you go. Here's their... I don't know if they call it fishing district or downtown district. It's old. Big murals on that building. Helicopters. Fish markets, restaurants, bars, a skeleton there. Yeah, isn't this neat? Salty air. There's Moe's. Turquoise, big old whale picture on that building. The fish peddler. I'll find a place to stop. We'll get a quick picture of the boats. Tiny little parking area. Well, you get the idea anyway. It's what the old town of Newport is all about. Very colorful, isn't it? Barge Inn Tavern. Anchor Pier. The Gear Shed. Buy all your fishing gear. Wow, the colors on that building, that's something, isn't it? Pretty neat. Even the concrete has little murals on them. Here you go. Let me park here a second. Starting to rain. Well, neat little stop. But let's head north. Still way early yet. Time we get up to Tillamook, that air museum should be opening up. Could you imagine just taking your morning stroll right down here in the harbor? You could hear them seals out there laying on the dock waiting to get a fish tossed at them. Okay, get turned around here. Well, we'll get to see the old town here one more time. Let's check this building. That is quite the color scheme, isn't it? Believe it or not, it's a Ripley's, believe it or not. Okay, that makes more sense. I don't believe it though. Just a neat place. Steep streets getting out of here. Alright, we're almost back up to 101. Yeah, that whale mural there, that's huge. I'm always amazed at the detail of murals, because the size and scale of them are just huge. Quite the artistic look at it. Oh, there's more murals on it coming this way too. Cool. One more look at the bridge. We still got a little bit of blue sky. I don't know if you noticed that decal, that marker in the road where it marks for tsunamis. When you're out of the tsunami zone, they have everything marked. We've seen that coming up through California and everywhere. Here comes the rain. We did it. Alright, I gotta pull the cameras in. We're back on the 101. We're just gonna keep trucking north. Got about, looks like 62 miles or so up to that air museum up in Tillamook. Wait for this traffic to go by and I'm gonna grab the camera. Well, I'll try to film it going up there. We'll see what happens. Part of driving the coast. Alright, we hit a little bit of blue sky. We're going to go through a little town called Depoe Bay. Depoe Bay. And we'll see something here. It shows whale watching on the maps. A place to go out and whale watch. That'd be cool. Not on a rainy day though. Another little coastal town. There's their bay, little harbor. There's the whale watching place. Go out in a boat. Sorry, I'm trying to drive and hold the camera. Ooh, I see a pull up. Let's stop. Get over there. We needed our close-up of the ocean this morning. There it is. There's a memorial stone down here. Bauer and Jack Chambers lost at sea. Cool to hear the waves crash on the rocks, isn't it? A lot of old buildings, neat little shops. I bet you can get some really good seafood here. Okay, well, at least we got one little peek at the ocean. We're gonna keep trucking north though. We still got about a good 40 miles to get up to Tillamook. Made it. I put the cameras back out a few miles back because I hit a little patch of clear blue sky and it really opened up. It doesn't hurt the camera to get wet, just I can't clean off the lens, so that's why I pull them in. Alright, this is the Tillamook Air Museum. This was a hangar built for the big old blimps during World War II. Built in 1943. Wait till you see the inside of this thing. They patrolled the West Coast during World War II. Thing is massive and should be just now getting open. Alright, they call it Hangar Bay. There's films. They got a theater. All kinds of planes in here. Imagine the history it's gone through this building now. World War II, they built stuff overnight. They had to. Different times. A little history about this jet. Here you go. There's the blimps. All the different classes. The old Hindenburg, 803 feet long. There's the Akron. That's what this building's all about. Gotta go check out this cockpit. There you go. Wanna fly a bomber? Look at all them gauges, my goodness. Don't push that one button. Quite a bit of engineering. Well, you had all the engines, everything. I'm guessing, I don't know. I'm no pilot. Okay, what we got in here? Wow, that. Oh, they're keeping the water off the planes. Kind of makes everything look yellow, doesn't it? There's an old biplane. That'd be fun to take a ride in one of them things. Open air. Bet that thing is loud when it's fired up though. Quite a collection in here though. I stopped here several years ago. Really don't remember it all. Fisher R80 Tiger Moth. Maybe they did training with a lot of these little planes too. Nothing I can do with the lighting in here, it's just off. With that all that white canvas tarp. Camera's going all over the place probably. Look at this little guy. That's smaller than an ultralight, isn't it? Wow. That is probably the smallest airplane I've ever seen. Yeah, quite the tarping system in here, but it protects them. Probably a lot of leaks in that big old building. Being on the coast, it rains, we know that. We just drove through a bunch of it. Cessna 180 Skywagon. Research laboratory. It's got skis that'll land in the snow. Well, pretty neat. There's a lot more to see yet. To me, what's most interesting about this place is the building itself. How they built this big hangar for blimps. It's massive. And Navy helicopters. Well, Coast Guard. Everything on the ocean. There's a little baby helicopter go with a little plane. Like being strapped in a little bubble. You can hear the water hitting the tarps. Helium room. We got to go in there and check that. Old medical ambulance. Let's go in the helium room. Wow. Where they filled up the blimps. There they are building this place. That's where they stored the gas. My goodness. Huge, isn't it? All the train cars of the gas coming in. There it shows you the scale of that round tank. This must have been the pump where they pumped up the blimp. That's something. Never seen anything like that before. Alright, well, we'll wander around a little bit more. Hopefully, the rain will quit when we get out of here. I'll check the phone here in a little bit. The honeycomb structure of this building, though, is just insane. This alone is just worth coming to see. That's a long ways up for this building to be here forever. There's little walkways up there, ladders. Would have been something to see a big old blimp in here, parked. Filling it up full of the helium. More planes out here. See all the puddles on the concrete, so definitely a leaky roof building. That thing is all engine. Probably fast, huh? More old jets. It looks different from what I remember. Glad I stopped. Good rainy day little side trip. There's a little blimp. Got the aliens on it. Just fold up the wings and stick it on a flatbed trailer. No visitors beyond this point. Okay. There you go. You can just take your jet home. Park it in the driveway. Even got a old locomotive in here. That's an old timer. Oh, they're storing RVs. Absolutely perfect. There you go. Make extra money. Probably keeps the museum going. So you can store your RV right in here. Keep it out of the weather. To see this in person, it's something else. I know the video looks awesome, but it is just so massive. And an open structure as well. Ah, there's the aliens. They got their own little blimp. That's fun. Look, the one up front's driving. It's got a little stick. The other two are waving. Must be something local. They got to do something with this thing. There it is flying. They call it the Thompson blimp. There, they're filling it up. Built by James Buddy Thompson of Louisville, Kentucky. Took 9 years to put it together. 82 foot long, 26 foot in diameter. Powered by a small Honda engine. There's a picture of it flying over Tillamook. Take a ride in that thing, that'd be fun. Well, it looks like they got some displays of different engines, even some farm tractors. Big kite. Here's your engine room. Different jet engines. Wonder what kind of mileage it gets, huh? Not much. A little bit of everything in here. They also got some displays in the back. We'll walk back towards there. What this, a bomb shelter? Big old corrugated pipe. Want to go in? Heck yeah.
Sitting atop the panoramic peak of Mount Depoe at more than 3,000 feet in elevation, the station was home to the United States Air Force
Pedestrian tunnel.
Radar Squadron. The station's primary objective was the detection and identification of enemy aircraft and missiles, helping Yaquina Bay
Mount
investigate
Hebo Air Force
just how over
Station.
the decades men and women who so faithfully served our nation's air defenses during the Cold War.
Radar and missile warning
That station.
stations.
Oh, and ever wondered what radar stands for? Well, it's an acronym for radio.
Must have had them along the coast
Makes
here.
sense. Well, there you have it. And if you enjoyed this video, you may also like this one about how our two ears
Welcome to
hear.
Mount Depoe Air Force Station.
So
Yeah,
just
who
like when you
knows
turn
what the
on your
government built.
sunroof or your radio for
Mount
minimal
Depoe Air
reflection,
Force Station
your
was
brain will tell you that the
established
sound
in
came from the left of your
1958
face.
during the Cold War years of
Well, they're
1956
saving history
to
though.
1979.
Right here in
Today,
Tillamook.
Hello!
Mount Depoe and more than
Hear that?
3,000
That's the
feet
sound of my voice traveling through the air, hitting that mountain over there, and traveling back to me. And the time it takes between
What's
you shouting
this?
hello and when your ears hear is determined by the distance between
Time
you
and
and
distance.
whatever's
Oh,
closest
they're
to that
telling you how
sound.
radar works.
Okay, sounds pretty simple, right? Well, that's exactly how echo radars work. This episode of Test.
All aboard. I'm flying this time. Hop on in. Convair 880. TWA. Didn't Howard Hughes start TWA? Pretty sure. Now they've all been bought up and changed names. Alright. Let me get the cameras mounted up here and we're going to take off. Just don't hit that red button. So we got two pilots and an engineer seating. There's a stewardess. Gonna serve you some microwave food. It's how they dressed back in the day, huh? Real colorful. That was always a big deal. Get something to eat on an airliner. Look at this, no one showed up. They knew I was flying the plane. They were smart. Well, neat little display. Pretty realistic. Now jetliners are, what, 6, 8 seats across. The big ones that go over to like Hawaii and overseas. This huge. They got the business class. We can actually get a bed on a jet. Well, pretty neat museum. I highly recommend stopping here. Just to see the building alone is something. You know, Tillamook's famous for all the cheese and all that along the coast. It's actually inlet a little bit. It's not right on the ocean. A little more info on the big jets. Oh, there's Howard Hughes, picture of him. Yep, TWA, he started it. There he is. During his time, he changed the world. Changed Vegas for sure. Bought it up. Ooh. Two jets hitting on the runway. That's not good. Oh no, what's this? I don't ever remember seeing this. There's a... Ooh. What's left of a wreck? Wow. There's all the pieces to it. Holy moly. I'll be darned. Kind of like a memorial to it. Helldiver Crash Exhibit. I'll be darned. And looks like all the models of different ships from all the different eras. Looks like Navy, even from different countries. Air raid shelter. My dad was in World War II. He used to talk about over there all the bombs and air raid sirens constantly when he's stationed overseas in Europe. That's a whole Air Force base display. There's your submarine. Huge time and effort into something like this. If you're a history buff, military buff, this is definitely the place to come. They got a little bit of everything in here. Quite the pictures too. But just to build this, there's other ones around. I know there's one in, what's the name of the town in the Bay Area? Mountain View, I think. They use them for a wind tunnel to test planes, some of these old blimp stations. There it is. That's how they build it. Huge. And so fast, too. I mean, they built these quick. They had to back then. And it's still here 70, 80 years later, putting a roof on it. There's a blimp. You know, down in Quartzsite, you see the Goodyear blimp going over to Phoenix. It flies over the town in the desert during sporting events in Phoenix, like golf tournaments. They fly pretty low. They'll fly right along Interstate 10. Kind of cool. So they're still used. All the, was it Goodyear blimps. Well, it's hard to tell if it quit raining. We're going to go outside and find out. Definitely, if you want to see something unique, it's only a few bucks to get in here, and it supports this place. It's kind of cool that they store RVs. That probably helps pay the bills here. But this is a one-of-a-kind stop if you ever travel the coast of Oregon along 101, right here in Tillamook. Here's a map, the ones that are still left. Sunnyvale, California, not Mountain View. Santa Ana, Tillamook, Texas, Louisiana, Florida, clear up in Maine. They had these built, protected our coastline. Yay, rain stop. Cool. Well, let's get back on the 101. We're going to truck north. We're heading up to Astoria, Oregon. I'm going to try to find a campground between here and there, though. Cruise through Tillamook, too. Yeah, look at this structure. My goodness. There's a better picture of those doors. They must rumble. They gotta shake the ground when them things open. All concrete and everything. Alright, load up. We're out of here. Roads are nice and dry now. That museum was a perfect stop. Alright, right back up here is 101. We're gonna truck right into Tillamook, Oregon. Lots of agriculture and farms around here. This is where they make all the cheese too. Tillamook cheese, the blue heron cheese. They ship that stuff all over the world. Welcome to Tillamook, Oregon. I want to call it the cheese capital, but who knows. Go through some of the old town here. Ocean's a few miles off. We're like a inlet bay here. Comes all the way in. I've spent the night here a couple times. There's a huge elk lodge before you get into town. We passed it back the road away, but massive elks. Great RV park there. And there's also campgrounds and RV parks all along the 101. So you got plenty of places to stay. And if you don't travel in an RV, there's all kinds of motels and hotels. You don't have to have an RV to do this kind of travel. 101 is such a congested road. Like in the van, it's easier to stop at locations. Pulling a trailer, it's not so much. Parking sometimes a premium. Alright, we'll stop up here. I think it's called blue heron cheese. They're very RV friendly. I think it's a Harvest Host camp area too. You can actually camp there. We'll stop. Farther north, we're getting the rain's lightening up. Should be right up the road here. I have filmed the Tillamook cheese factory a couple times. I'll put links in the description for it. I'm not going to stop at the big one this trip. It's really neat. You can see how they make the cheese. Big walkways go up top. Here it is. Blue heron. Now they have Harvest Host. Harvest Host is free overnight camping. And you can just park in the parking lot and see there's some rigs right there. RVs. Just park here. Normally they encourage you to go in and buy stuff from their gift shops. I think at this one they even have a restaurant. Oh, they got a petting zoo. But all you do is tell them you're gonna spend the night. Most of those Harvest Hosts, they got them all over the country. There's a double-deck school bus. Quite a few RVers here. It's dry camping, there's no hookups. Bunch of old farm equipment. You can make a neat RV out of that double-decker. Alright, let's peek inside. Outdoor seating. Enjoy something to eat. Well, I'll go inside. We'll get a couple quick shots of the gift shop and stuff. All the cheese. Cheese, everything. Plus they got wine tasting, a big wine bar. So you can enjoy your cheese, wine, plus something to eat at the restaurant. Here's the petting zoo. These guys are overfed, aren't they? They're people watching. To be a kid again, huh? We're all kids, I guess. Just big kids. All fun. Alright, well, let's keep on trucking. Wow, look at that parking lot just packed. That's why I'm not going in this one this time, but definitely check out the old videos. There's the big Tillamook cheese. They got ice cream there, everything. Fun stop if you're traveling the 101. Alright, we're going to keep rolling. For more information on my travels, be sure to check out my website, RVerTV.tv. There you can sign up for my free newsletter. Putting one out twice a month now, right around the 5th and 20th of the month. Look at that, we can see the ocean again off to the left. Anyway, on the newsletter you can find articles on past videos plus present. Also all kinds of pictures, downloadable puzzles, that's all free. Free screensaver downloads, plus got a merch shop. The Armchair Traveler series, all the coffee mugs. They're fun, make great gifts, all of it. Once again, make sure you check out RVerTV.tv. And I appreciate it very much. What a neat day, rain or shine. I mean, any day driving the coast on this 101 is a good day, isn't it? Cutting through all these little coastal towns, old buildings. Alright, we're staying right on the 101 here. We're going to be heading up to Astoria. I'm going to hold up before I get up that far. It's getting mid-afternoon now. A lot of driving today. Definitely, if you want to escape the summer heat, the coast is the place to be here. Everywhere else around the country, it's hot. Not here. Here you go, our old friend the rain's back. Hey, tunnel! Well, stay tuned for more of our summer travel series, all fall and winter long. Journey continues. Talk soon.